Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to talk about a Feng Shui activation that is called a three harmony activation. Now, this particular three harmony activation is especially good if you want to raise your vibrational level, your energetic level, and kind of release a few of the blocks that you have in your system, mental, emotional, spiritual blocks. It will make it easier to release past baggage or just release trauma. It just kind of stirs up the energies a little bit. And because it's a personalized approach, this is especially good, really, if you want to kind of get more in line with the energies that are around us and just really release whatever needs to go and whatever doesn't serve you. So the date that you need to mark in your calendars, the 13th of August, and we're going to have to do this between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. No need to convert this into any other time zone. This is, as always, local time wherever you are, 13th of August between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Now, this is a water activation, and I will first tell you the location or how you can find the location where you need to do this. And then I will tell you what you actually need to do, what kind of water feature you need to implement. So the first thing you have to do, because this is a very personalized approach, you need to plot your luck pillar chart. So you go to this link and key in your date of birth. If you don't know the time, that's fine. That's not really needed for this particular application, but just key in your time of birth, date of birth, sorry, and you will see this luck pillar chart at the bottom of your natal chart. Now, I will also post this link in the notes to the video so you can just copy paste it. And what you then need to focus on is the particular luck pillar that is highlighted in red. Now, this may look quite complicated. There are a lot of Chinese characters, and especially if you're a newbie, this may look a little bit confusing, but don't worry. So just first look at the luck pillars and look at the pillar that is highlighted in red. Yeah, the rest you don't need to worry about. And then within that pillar, you will see that there is an animal sign. So in this particular case, it's the dog. It may be something completely different for you. Just look at this luck pillar that is highlighted in red and check what animal do you have here, because this animal will determine the water location for this particular activation. All right. So once you've identified the animal sign of the luck pillar you're currently in, you then get to determine which sort of three harmony frame we're using. Now, if you are in a luck pillar that has either the tiger, the horse, or the dog, like in the previous example, we had the dog, then you belong to the fire frame. And then you will have to activate three locations, yeah, not just one. You have to activate all three locations simultaneously. And that is Northeast 2, South 1, and West 3. Now, for those who are not Feng Shui practitioners, don't worry. All you need to do is just stand in the center of your flat or of your property and check on a compass where do you have these degree ranges. So let me just highlight this for you. 45 degrees plus minus 5 degrees, 165 degrees plus minus 5 degrees, and 285 degrees plus minus 5 degrees. So these are usually the middle points. These are the best degrees to put the water, to place the water in, but it's plus minus 5 degrees. So Northeast 2 would be between 40 degrees and 50 degrees, for example. Yeah, so more or less. These are the three locations where you need to place the water. Now, what this will in effect look like on a floor plan is what you see here on this little graphic that I have. And when you place the water, make sure that you place it at the outermost end of these pie slices. Yeah, don't place it too close to the center. The center is very volatile this year. So place it the furthest out you can. Yeah, so as I said, as I circled here, it's close to the walls, close to the outer walls, right? So this is if you have the dog, the horse, or the tiger in the luck pillar. Now, if you have the pig, the rabbit, or the goat in your luck pillar, then the locations change. So it would be northwest 2, east 1, and southeast 3. All 3 areas must be activated with water. So again, the directions are plus minus 5 degrees. I gave you here on the slide the middle point, where that has the strongest energies. So if you can get as close as possible to 315 degrees, that would be great. But obviously, that may be a little bit difficult. So anything between 310 and 320 degrees is nice. Anything between 70 and 80 degrees, and anything between 190 and 200 degrees. Yeah, so this is where you place the water. Again, you just stand in the center of your floor plan, check where you have these degrees, and this is then where you place the water. Now, if you have the snake, the rooster, or the ox in your luck pillar, then again, 3 different locations, southeast 2, west 1, and north 3, 135 degrees, 255 degrees, and 15 degrees. And lastly, we've got the water frame. So if you are in a luck pillar that has the monkey, the rat, or the dragon, you would have to put the water in southwest 2, north 1, and east 3, 225 degrees, 345 degrees, and 105 degrees, plus minus, yeah? So these are the locations where you need to actually put the water. Now, what you need to do is you put 3 buckets of water, 1 bucket each, into these sectors. The bigger the bucket, the better. Yeah, don't just put a table fountain or something. Those are complete rubbish. We don't use them in Feng Shui at all. They're not useful. So just get a big bucket in each of these locations. The bigger, the better. And because the water has to be moving, you will have to insert a pump. You can get these pumps very, very cheaply at an aquarium shop. Those are just like water pumps or air pumps. You just insert them into the bucket, and then they just keep the water moving. That's all they do. And so you put the water buckets into the sectors, and the duration of this water placement is a minimum of 2 hours, maximum until midnight of that day. So definitely not beyond midnight. So don't leave them there until August 14th. So for example, if you put those 3 buckets into their respective sectors at 11:30 a.m., you can remove them at 1:30 p.m. Or you just leave them until the end of the day or until you go to bed. Yeah, so you don't have to leave them any longer than that. And that's a good thing, because those buckets are not necessarily the most aesthetically pleasing feature of your home. But, you know, for a minimum of 2 hours, I think we can all cope. And this will then really loosen up some of the energies, some of the blocks that you have internally and that you want to work on. Now, as always, with a Feng Shui activation, once you've done the activation within 24 to 48 hours from the time of activation, you want to do something that relates to the purpose of this activation. So if you want to get rid of some emotional baggage, then start working on that. Maybe talk to a coach or a counselor or a therapist, or book yourself into a Reiki session or some spiritual cleansing, or whatever it is that you have to do, right? Whatever pertains to the problem that you are dealing with and that you want to get rid of. Initiate something between 24 and 48 hours from the time of the activation, because the energies have loosened up the issue and you will be able to solve them and just release and let go much faster. All right. So I hope this helped. I wish you all good luck with this. I hope you feel how those energies start flowing again, especially once they've been stagnant for some time and we've just kind of not been able to let go of a particular trauma or a particular mental or emotional block. I hope this really helps. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. My contact details are in the notes below, and you can also leave a comment. And please Subscribe to the channel, share the video with anybody who may be interested or who may be benefiting from it. And I will see you soon.